Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar, namaskar.
Just wait a few more minutes.
Sure. Definitely, sir.
Surajit sir, you can check your PPT too once before starting before starting the session. Kindly check
Right,
your
right.
PPT too.
Okay, ma'am. Right, yes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to all the participants, our founder, chairman, Dr. C.B. Singh sir, training coordinator, Mr. Himanshu Kumar Pandey, and he's a treasurer of the Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex too, and the secretary, Mr. Alphonse sir, and the assistant deputy training coordinator, Ms. Simple Sinha. She's already in room. So all the participants in the schools, principals and educators, welcome to this beautiful, you can say, the session of the today's session. Today's session is take up by Mr. Surajit sir. What to tell about him? Highly experienced national resource person and more than 20 years of experience to principal. Presently, he's the principal of the Jharkhand Public School, and as a renowned trainer, today he is taking as a classroom management. We are all teachers. We know that the importance of classroom management. If you want the best outcome, the classroom management should be the best. And today with us, a renowned trainer, Mr. Surajit Sen. Sir, welcome to the training.
Thank you, ma'am.
On
Thank you
behalf
so
of the
much.
Aryavarta
Radhika, ma'am,
School-
thank you very much.
on behalf of the Aryavarta Sahodaya School Complex and on behalf, especially on behalf of the executive committee members, welcome to the training. Sir, you can now.
Thank you. Thank you, Radhika, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And one more request to the participants, don't write that the word not audible or anything. This will be taken care by the co-host of these trainings, that Symbol ma'am, Himanshu sir also, and me also there. We will check it and we will request the trainer that sound is audible or not, please. And one more request, don't ask that after the half an hour, the attendance link. It will be placed just 5 minutes before the 5:30 only. Thank you. Over to
Um, okay, just a minute. We'll just start. Am I audible?
yes, you are audible. In case
Okay,
any such problem comes, we will intimate you, sir. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Himanshu sir, it seems that Surjit sir is out of the room. Okay. Okay, sir, carry on, sir.
I think I'm not, I should be given the right for the sharing. Okay. I think that is not there.
Yes, sir. Change the rule.
Now yes.
So, just sir, hopefully you are
Yes.
getting that right.
Yes, right.
Yes, at the
Okay,
center
right.
of the block. Okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, so here we are. Okay, once again, thank you, Radhika ma'am. Thank you, Himanshu sir, for giving me one more chance to be associated with all of you. So many learned people all together. One has to be lucky enough to be associated with all the learned people at a time. And today we will discuss about classroom management. To be very honest with you all, one of the most difficult tasks for a teacher is to manage the class. Ever since I became an admin of the school, often I used to get this complaint from my teachers. Sir, the classroom is very disturbing. Oh, sir, I cannot control them. Sir, please come to the classroom, do something. And I have seen many good teachers with very good experience also fail to manage the class. Actually, it is an art associated with science. If we can combine both together, we are bound to get good results. One needs to have enough patience. One needs to have that mindset uh, in order to manage the classroom. And once if you are able to manage the classroom in the proper way, then students will follow you like anything. They will make you their real guru or whatever you want to say. So let's move. Let's see what we have today stored for us. Before we go, let us just get a few answers to these questions. I would like the chat box to be active. I'd like the chat box to be active, and I request the participants to please answer these few questions. It's like something like a small quiz or something like that. Okay. So as per CBSE guidelines, what is the normal size of a classroom? Can anybody tell? As per the CBSE guidelines, what is the normal size of a classroom? If you want to go for a classroom management, you must know the classroom also. So if can you have some answers for this? As per CBSE guidelines, what is the normal size of a classroom? 500 square feet. Okay, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Anybody else has any other answer? Anybody else has any other answer? 500 square feet. It's very important to know the size of the classroom, because if we teachers don't know how many children we are keeping, 26 by 25. Ajit Kumar Singh sir said, okay, sir, I agree. 35 students, 500 square feet. Okay. 35. But generally nowadays we are having 45 students. Okay. 45 students, 250 by 300. Okay. 25 by 30. Okay. Okay. More or less you people are all near to the correct. Most of you have given the correct answer. Now, if you ask me the correct answer is 25 by 22, if I'm not making a mistake, feet. Okay. Okay, students, second question is, students write their homework or classwork on what? Students write their homework or classwork on what? Which type of material they use? Which type of material they use to write their homework or classwork or anything that you Notebook. Juhi madam is saying notebook. Okay. Can we have any other answer? Juhi madam is saying notebook. Shivani madam is saying notebook. Okay. Diary and copy. Srishti Mitra madam is saying copy. Joshi madam is saying diary, school notebook. Okay. We have maximum number of notebooks. To be very honest with you, students write on notebook. Copy is a wrong English. Please don't call it a copy. Copy means when you make a copy, when you make a duplicate of something, that is called copy. It's not a copy. It is a notebook on which we write down the notes. Thank you, Joy ma'am. Joy ma'am was the first person to give us the correct answer. Joy ma'am, 5 stars for you. Okay, as per the NEP 2020 guidelines, what should be the minimum age of a child to enter the school? As per NEP 2020, remember. Okay, this is the third question on the row. As per NEP 20, what should be the minimum age of a child to enter the school? 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Okay. Good. 3 years, yes. Because now, as per NEP 2020, now we have started the foundation stage also. Previously, the government, neither the government nor CBSE nor NCRT had any such foundation stage or something. No, we directly used to admit the students from class 1 onwards, because we were having a 10+2 system. But now it is 5+3+3+4. So the foundation stage is of 5 years, and we will admit the students at the age of 3 to 3.5. Yes, ma'am, 3.5 is also the correct answer. 3 years is also the correct answer. Okay, fine. Okay, can somebody just write what is the difference between assessment and assignments? What is the major difference between assessment and assignments? If you want to write, you can write it down. I know this needs a little bit of writing over here. Okay. What is the difference between assessments and assignments? Assessments, yes. Good answer, good answer. Assessment is something that we do, and assignment is something that we give them for the correction. Okay, assessment include all. Yes. Correct. Jyoti Kumari, madam. Somebody just now gave the answer. That is a very good answer. I think I read it. Okay. In a way, yes. Okay, so we are getting good answers. We are getting good assessment is done in this way. Okay, we are getting correct answers. Do students read in a class or study in a classroom? Respected teachers, please let me know. Do students read in a class or they study in a class? Both. I'm talking about class. If you ask the question, which class do you want, when you ask what class do you study, or we say what class, which class do you read, or something like that. Study. Sweta Sinha madam is telling study in a class, study in a class, study in a class. Yes, study in a class. Yes, students actually study in a class. They don't read in a class. You know, many times, several times I have seen many teachers, even principals asking the student, okay, son, in which class do you study? Yes, dear, in which class do you study? This is a wrong question. Sorry, which class do you study is correct. Sorry for that. Which class do you read? It is wrong. You can read a book, you can read a newspaper, sometimes you can read a human being also, but you cannot read a classroom. No, you study in a classroom. Voice is not clear. Voice will become clear after some time, definitely. Okay, let's move a little forward. Let's move a little forward. What are the major challenges faced by teachers in a classroom? Can we have it again in the chat book? Three, four of you, please give me. What's the major challenges that you find in the classroom? What are the major challenges? Less sound, sir. Sound will come. What are the major challenges that you all find in a classroom? Can we have a few answers before we go enter into the main classroom management system? What are the major challenges that you face in the class? Okay, just give me one challenge. One of you give me one challenge. One. What are the major challenges that you face in a classroom? It's something very important. Regarding discipline, yes, true. Controlling the student, wonderful to complete the lesson plan. Oh my goodness. Yes. Understand child minds, definitely. Anurag sir, definitely, I agree with you. Yes. Concentration, yes. It becomes difficult sometimes to concentrate. True. Keep silent. Okay. Unconcentrate. Okay. Unconcentrate. Okay. Anything else we have? Anyone? One or two more before we go. Okay. Discipline. So most of you are saying concentration, discipline. Nidhi madam is saying concentration, knowledge in large number of students. Large number of students. As per CBSE rules are there, 45 students should be there in a classroom. Mumbling, yes. From different background, understand that they make them too disciplined. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you for the answers. Respected teachers. Yes. So that means you all have a total and complete idea what exactly goes inside the classroom. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, let's stop the chat box for some time and let's move forward. Now, what is our objective today? To know the definition of classroom management. Okay, today we will know the definition of classroom management, to learn practical techniques for managing learners positively. Now, just now you all said discipline, concentration, knowledge. So, to learn the practical techniques, we will learn the practical techniques, the very basic techniques to manage the learners positively in the classroom. Okay. To know some examples of destructive behaviors and how to deal with them. Again, that word discipline comes over here. Again, you people are saying, no, discipline. And I have seen most of you have talked about discipline. So definitely there is an issue with discipline. So we will also see some examples of destructive behaviors and how we will deal with them. Okay. These are the three major areas in which we will focus today. What is effective classroom management? What is the definition of it? Well, plenty of people talk about classroom management. Plenty of people talk about management. You open the internet and you will find thousands of so-called educational gurus and educationalists and edu entrepreneurs, and each one is coming with their own different definition. But we, those who are inside the classroom, those of us who deal with the students, those of us who live with the students, those of us who breathe with the students, we can only give you the correct definition. You all can give the correct definition. And the exact definition, which is with discussions with many teachers, finally I came to this conclusion. This is the exact definition of classroom management. Effective classroom management is necessary for all teachers and facilitators. Classroom management involves all aspects of what is going on in the classroom. So classroom management involves all aspects of what is going on in the classroom while a lesson is being taught. So when the lesson is taught, then whatever goes inside the classroom is actually classroom management. Not only does classroom management include how the teacher delivers the curriculum, but also how the students interact with the teacher and with others in the classroom. And with others in the classroom. On how the students interact with the teacher and with others in the classroom, and extends to the classroom environment in which the students learn as well. It's a big one. I'll tell you, it's a big one. But if you just put on a little bit of your thinking cap into it, you will find it answers almost all your queries. Okay. So effective classroom is necessary for all teachers and facilitators. In fact, I myself call myself as a facilitator. We are always facilitators of education. Okay, classroom management involves all aspects of what is going on in the classroom while a lesson is being taught, because we just cannot ignore the lesson being taught over there. Okay, while the lesson is being taught, whatever is happening in the classroom is actually classroom management. Not only does classroom management include how the teacher delivers the curriculum, but also how the students interact. No, okay, it's not that, it's not a one-way traffic, or it's not a monologue. It has to be a dialogue. Both sides should be working together. But how also the students interact with the teacher and with others in the classroom, and extends to the classroom environment in which the students learn also, and within that environment also whatever is happening. Okay, so effective classroom management is necessary for all these things. Now, effective classroom management. Classroom management refers to the wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive on task, and academically productive during the classes. So that was the description. Now the original definition. After discussing with lot many, we have come to this. Okay, that classroom management refers to a wide variety of skills and techniques that teachers use to keep students organized, orderly, focused, attentive, on task, and academically productive during the class. It is an ongoing process. Classroom management, it's an ongoing process of managing students' behavior. It's a multi-factor process. It's an ongoing process. It goes on and on and on. It's not that it will start over here and end over there, finish, that's all. It's an ongoing process, and it is a multi-factor process. Lot of factors, lot of associates are associated with it in order to make classroom management a very successful management program. What are the benefits of managing the classroom? Well, what are the benefits? If you are a good classroom manager, so what benefits you will derive? Let's see. Learners learn best in a safe and secure environment. So first of all, learners, they will learn best in a safe and secure environment. Now, safe in the sense what? Is the building should be safe? Yes, the building should be safe. The classroom should be safe. The person who is teaching or who is facilitating should also be somebody whom others will feel that they have a good security within them. A teacher is also a good security, a very strong security for the class. There are teachers and there are teachers. And some teachers are not teachers, but they are predators. So we have to keep that also in mind. So learners learn their best when they find that the environment is safe. Okay. And the person with whom they are associated is also somebody whom they can completely depend upon. It's very important. A teacher who on and often gives punishment to the students or on and often hits the student is somebody who is a dangerous person in the classroom. He or she may not be given chance to teach in the classroom if it is like this. It saves time and effort for the teacher. If management is done properly in a particular way, following all the guidelines, then it will save time. And time management is also a part of classroom management. It's very important. It is easier to engage students and get them on task. If you are managing properly, if you are taking care of the students, if your students feel safe and secured within the classroom environment, then it becomes very easy to engage students. All are directly proportional to each other. In the schools, we'll often find there are some teachers who have such unique way of managing that students just think when they will get classroom of that particular teacher. It's very important. Techniques of achieving good classroom management. What are the different techniques by which you can achieve good classroom management? In a very short, we'll discuss this. Let's see. Techniques of class. First is body language. I'll explain it in detail. Let's just see the points first. Okay. Body language is important for classroom management. Body language of the teacher as well as that of the students also. Okay. Next is setting rules. See, life cannot go without rules. No matter whoever says what that I don't follow rules, I don't mind rules, I don't create rules, I only break rules. All these are rubbish, I'll tell you, respected teachers. We all have to set guidelines and rules, without which a civilized society cannot work. The classroom is a highly civilized society. Offer praise and incentives. Well, there's a school of thought which do not agree with this particular point, offer praise and incentives. But I think if in a classroom, if your students are doing well, if they're listening to you, if they're the goals that you said, if they are helping you to achieve those goals, then a teacher should sometimes praise and should offer incentives, because that will give the impetus for the students to move forward, because they know, because everybody loves to be praised, everybody loves to get a small prize or something, and that really helps. Okay, although there's a school of thought which believes that this thing should not be done. It's like bribing the students, but there's nothing bribe or over here. Okay, if somebody is working, they should be rewarded. Good lesson plan, and those few minutes left. Good lesson plan. Yes, one should have a perfect lesson plan. If it is there, work becomes very smoothly, everything will run. And those few minutes left, I'll talk about those few minutes left a little later. Okay, let those few minutes come first. Control class energy. Control class energy. And who will control the class? The teachers. So teachers have to be very energetic. And again, in many training programs, I have told, and again I'm telling, respected teachers, please remember, you are your students' icons. You are your students' heroes. You are your students' motivators. You have to keep yourself fit and fine, because your energy level will always will describe the classroom's energy level. So teachers' energy level has to be maximum. Frontal teaching, group dynamics. Okay, frontal teaching from the front, all those things. We'll have a little bit discussion on it. Learner involvement in activities. Activate the learners, involve them, make them do activities. You will find classroom management will become very easy for you. These are the techniques. Teacher-student rapport. There should be a good rapport among teacher and students, but that doesn't mean that the teacher will become very friendly with the student. No, somewhere down the line, we will definitely mark somewhere. We will not cross that mark, but rapport should be there. Students should feel that, okay, this person is there for me and he or she will do the best for me. Okay, so that rapport should be there. Classroom setting, how you set the classroom. A well-designed classroom, a well-decorated classroom will definitely create a complete different atmosphere for learning. A different culture will develop over there. And there comes the role of the class teacher, how innovative he or she is in order to set the classroom, decorate the classroom. And finally, positive class atmosphere. Yes, create a positive class atmosphere. The teacher should be very positive in his approach. If a negative teacher, an energyless teacher, a teacher who is not having good rapport with the students will never be able to manage the class properly, and continuously they will come and complain, the classroom is disturbing, this student is disturbing, that student is very bad, and this will continue, and that person will not be able to be in the profession for a long period of time. So we have to be very positive with our approach. Okay, now let's see in detail about all these things. Body language and physical proximity. When you talk about body language and physical proximity, non-verbal communication can sometimes do miracles. Yes, In my early days of school, when I just joined the school as a teacher, as an ad hoc teacher. And when the new teacher comes, a lot of things happen in the school with the students. And so I just used to keep quiet and I just used to observe the things. And through my facial expressions and all these things, I was able to win the hearts of the children after a short duration of time. So that's why use facial expressions, the movement of your eyes, the movement of your facial muscles will definitely create something different in the classroom. And by the help of that, you will be able to manage it. Use hand gestures and body motion. Yes, that is important. Use audible voice. Often we say teacher's voice. We talk to our whenever we go for any offline meeting, and when we ask the teachers to give their for some sort of interaction or something, I find sometimes teachers talk in a very soft voice, and I tell them, ma'am or sir, please, in a teacher's voice. Teacher's voice should be very much audible, as the first bench and the last bench should be able to hear properly. So that's important. Vary your voice tone, modulate the voice whenever and however required, because that will attract the students' attention. And in the same way, it will help them to learn the language, to learn the words. They will automatically get the meaning of the words through the tone of the voice, to the modulation of the voice. Suppose if you are talking about, say, fire, you say fire. Now, the very word fire, okay, fire, it is fire. But the way you express will give an idea to the students. Okay, this is fun. Or say, if you say water, we say water. No, water is something that flows. Water. And it seems as if something is flowing. Milk. Milk. Students, and some of the students don't want to drink milk. Oh, milk. Okay. Hard. Soft. When you say it's a soft, it's a soft cream, it's a soft cake. So that's what is needed. Okay. Vary the speed of your speech. Yes, when you sometimes you have to talk very fast. Sometimes you have to change you have to just change the voice a little bit. The speed also. Keep an eye contact. That's very important. Keep an eye contact with the student, because very deep psychology plays over here. Whenever you meet somebody, yes, what voice modulation? Whenever and wherever you meet somebody, if you talk eye to eye contact, if you can maintain, no, I'll tell you, respected teacher, you will be the winner over there. In many interviews, these experts, they tell that when you are going for an interview, always have an eye to eye contact with the interviewer. That will have a psychological effect on the interview. And that will happen with the students also. Eye to eye contact is very important. Shows confidence, definitely, yes. Hello, Kumar sir, it shows the confidence that you have. And get into their space to give aid. Get into the space of the students. Listen to them. Feel for them. Don't show sympathy to them, but show empathy to them. And once, if you can get into their space, no, I'll tell you, respected teachers, wonders will happen in the classroom with your students. Wonders will happen with your classroom. Learning will become something to be lovable, and they will love to learn, and they will learn to love also. So here are some facial expressions and body language. Okay, some facial. Don't ever enter the classroom with a face. Enter with a positive face, with a smiley face, a face that glows, a face that talks thousands of words. Enter in that way. And these are the body language. No? What are the things you should do, and what are the few of them are there, and many more are there which you can use. Okay, like say, for example, if somebody is giving a good answer, show them with this thumbs up. Yes, it's good. And if you are very, if you just always fold your arms and move like that, man, shows that you are not that much open-minded person. So psychology plays a big role over here. Next, what we have, let's see, setting rules and routines. Yes, without rules and without regulation, no system will become successful. No matter whatever we say, I am a happy-go-lucky guy. I am this, I am that. Look, I don't follow rules. I don't make others follow rules. All these things are useless. If rules are not there, if routines are not there, if planning is not there, nothing will become successful. So set rules. Teachers need to establish some class rules of discipline. See, basic discipline is needed. Yes, definitely. We also learn lot many things from the students also, definitely. See, teachers need to establish some classrooms of discipline. I'm not saying that it should be like it should be like hmm, I'm not saying that it should be like a military classroom. Okay. Too much discipline is also not good, but some basic disciplines should be there. In life, we need a few basic disciplines to follow and maintain. Otherwise, life has no value at all. So establish some rules. The rules can be like submission of notebooks at a particular time, entering the class, what are the how the student should enter the class. If the student wants to leave the class for a particular for a particular work, then how they should ask the teacher, what record has to be maintained over there. These are all necessary. Okay. Power teaching classroom rules. What are the power teaching? Follow directions quickly, very fast. Make children follow power teaching. No, power play. In cricket, we have nowadays we are having power pikes and so why not power teaching classroom rules? Follow directions quickly. Raise your hand for permission to speak. Yes, this is a very age-old common one. We often say, if you want to speak, raise your hand. So that should be maintained. That classical rules should go on. Make smart choices. Keep your dear teacher happy. Dear teacher happy by how? How? We will tell the students, keep your dear teacher happy. How you will keep them happy? By following the guidelines that he or she has made for you, but not any other way. Not any other way to make the teacher happy. Only the teacher will be happy if the rules and regulations he or she has set for the class is followed and maintained by the teacher, by the students, then the teacher will be happy. Teachers set routines for collecting homework, distributing worksheet, checking attendance, etc. So teachers set routines. Just now I have told you. So all these things has to be maintained. A routine we have to make, and accordingly we have to maintain the student's dignity. Yes. Again, teacher also has certain things to do. Some discipline the teacher should also always maintain the student's dignity. Never ever call the student by any name or bully them or do anything that will hurt their dignity. Because remember, our students are also human beings and they are like our own children. We have to maintain their dignity because respect is very something which is very. And if you have gone through NCF, if you have gone through NCF foundation stage, where it is very clearly mentioned in the particular point that students should be given 100% respect. If respect is given, they will learn better. And if they learn better, then what will happen? Their educated qualities will be good, and so will the school. Dignity and self-esteem, and encourage them to be responsible for their own behavior. Encourage them to be for their own good behaviors, and if they are doing anything which is not a good behavior, then they also should be responsible for that and they should apologize for that. So setting rules, some of the basic rules and regulations, if they are set in this particular way, I think it will become very easy to manage the classroom. Let's see more. Offer praise and give incentives. I have discussed in the beginning also, although our school of thought doesn't believe in this, but we all do believe in this. Okay. Praising learners or giving them incentives when they do good thing means that you expect them to do this behavior more and more. Suppose if somebody has maintained certain discipline or has done good result or all that, give them small incentives in form of not very high-fi costly thing, in form of a small chocolate or maybe a small car or maybe a pen, and you'll feel how happy they find. They will just do anything to make sure that they get the second time also they get the same praise and same incentive. When some students misbehave, use verbal punishment with words of disappointment that lead them to behave well in future. Avoid using physical punishment. Yes, for God's sake, please don't use your hand and your cane. Because if something wrong goes in the classroom, if something happens, if the student gets injured, and if some of his body parts gets permanently damaged, then I can tell you nobody can save us. Nobody can save the teacher, not even the principal, director, anybody. If the parents go and make a FIR against the teacher in the nearest police station, nobody can save. So please avoid this. Sometimes we may use some verbal punishment, but we have to be very careful with the words that we are using. Nowadays, you just cannot use. Sometimes we say, "Hey, you stupid fool," or sometimes we say, "You cow, you cannot write this. You goat, you cannot write this." Please avoid these types of words also. Tell, look, you are not doing well. If you do in this way, then you may not become successful. Your first target is to become successful. So please follow the guidelines. Please use these types of verbal punishment sometimes, so that, or sometimes you can go for that what you call as emotional blackmailing. Emotional black. I will tell you a story if we get a time, little bit time. Some emotional blackmailing. I'll just take 2 minutes for you to talk about a particular incident that happened some years ago, and this with this particular student. This particular student, his name was. He's now an army man. He's in the army. Okay, serving the nation. Somewhere in 2014 or 15, I think, this incident happened. And so his name was Jitesh Kaushik. Jitesh Kaushik, and he was always conducting. He was always there in the school, some sort of mischief. And the teachers were, they were so much. What I say, इतना परेशान हो गया कि क्या पता है. They were sick and tired of Kaushik. And they always used to come and complain to me, sir, Kaushik is not good. Kaushik is doing this. So one day I called him and I made him sit in my office. At that time, I was the vice principal of that school. And I said, see, Kaushik, you come from such a big, good family. Everybody talks about your grandfather, who is a renowned man. He said, ah, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And I said, your father is also a renowned person. And your family is a renowned family. Why you are up to all these things to ruin your family's name? Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. He was telling. But still, I couldn't understand from his eyes that he was just saying. Then I said, Kaushik, you are like my uncle. If you do like that, first he said, yes, sir, sir. He said, no, 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 sir, sir, sir. I'm not like your uncle. I said, from tomorrow, if you do any mischief in the school, I will tell everybody to call you uncle. You like this? No, sir, please, sir, don't do this, sir, please don't do this, sir. Sir, I will be happy, sir, I will be okay, sir. And after that, he changed drastically and he became a very disciplined boy. He passed class 10, he passed class 12, he became an army man. He came to me, he said, Sen, sir, you really changed my life. So this is what sometimes we have to do in order to bring the children back to their normal position. They will be like that. We cannot have everybody, all the fingers of our hand are not same. No, so some students will be always, they will be disturbing and this and that. कुछ ना कुछ तो करते ही रहेंगे. फिर हमें उनको क्या करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा इमोशनली ब्लैकमेल करने पड़ता है. They come back to the position. So like that, many incidents are there which in your life also you must have seen where you have brought the children back. So offer them, praise them, give some incentive, give a little bit of verbal punishment, but please never, ever physical punishment. A good lesson plan from teacher's side. Yes. See, planning a lesson which is suitable to the level, interests, learning styles, and age group of learners can save time, effort, and guarantee. Yes. So one teachers have this insight and foresight within themselves. No? You know your students, you know your subject, you know how to plan it properly. If you can do it in the way as it is needed, good learning will take place and effective management will take place in the classroom. And those few minutes we are talking about, no, teachers must always be prepared with some extra activities. Extension of that work. Don't just limit yourself to the syllabus or that only. Sometimes come out of the box. And that will definitely reinforce a certain skill on one hand to keep the learners busy on the other hand. Okay, if some extra minutes are there, you have completed this lesson. Okay, those extra minutes which are still left, you can use it for various purposes using your own innovations to make sure that the students learn something and they can be made busy also in the classroom. Yes, good time management is important. And those teachers, experienced teachers, even the new teachers, they all know how to plan it. Planning is very important. A good planner is an excellent teacher. A good planner is an excellent management person. Decrease transition time. Okay, transition time, trying to decrease it. The changing one. Okay, please try to change it. Try to make it as less as possible. So good lesson plan is very, very important, and be with the linguistic level of the students also. Be at par with the students' thinking level. If many teachers, they fail, many good educated people with very high-fi degrees, they fail to become good teachers because they cannot come at par with the students' mindset. I have seen many such teachers. Some years ago, one English teacher came to my school, and the way he was talking English, I said, sir, this English will not help you to teach in the classroom. Students will not understand, but he was not ready to listen. Oh, sir, I will do it. I will change. And he could not, because students will not get it in that way, no. And the students used to say, कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता सर, सर क्या बोलते हैं, एकदम फॉरेन स्टाइल में बात करते हैं, हम ठीक है देखते हैं क्या किया जा सकता है. So like that, you have to be at par with it. Control class energy. We're talking about class energy. Yes. Teacher use energizers, stirrers, and sicklers to keep control over the learners and achieve good class management. Yes, energizers. Energizers means not some energy drink or something like that. Your mindset, your body, your own way of learning will be there. To activate learners, teachers play energetic games with them. Yes. Then the teacher calm learners down by using and setting rules. Okay, like telling a story, listening to a song. Sometimes it happens, it's not always in the classroom that the students will always study. Sometimes in order to bring a little bit change, to go out of sometimes classrooms becomes, or classes become very monotonous. So in order to bring a change, we have to sometimes do some energetic games, like you tell a story or you crack a joke, okay, or ask them to draw something, or even ask the students to do some activity by themselves related to that particular part that you are teaching. That can also bring out a lot of energy, and it will revitalize the class. It is also needed. So control class energy also. And frontal teaching X groups. Okay, now these are the frontal teaching, how you set up the class. Like in the normal classroom setting, we have the horseshoe setting, that you have to make, the teacher has to customize the classroom in such a way so that the teacher can move throughout the classroom, and can be in direct contact with the students. And if that is there, no, then obviously wonders will happen in the classroom. So some of the traditional methods of setting up
Sir,
of the classrooms will remove, that we have to remove. The frontal teaching occurs when the teacher addresses the whole group. In front, the teacher is standing and the entire group is there, who responds in union one by one. Very normal, the classical way that we go. The time involved in active communication is limited over here, okay, because it is perhaps an attractive method for teachers, because discipline on the classroom is very easy and the students are so quiet. But nowadays this doesn't work anymore. A monologuous teacher is no more considered as effective teacher. Dialogue has to be maintained. New approaches to teaching languages make class activities much more communicative and efficient also. New approaches are there. Okay, what are that? Let us see. Learners' involvement in activities. Yeah. Involve the learners in the activities. That's what we are nowadays. We are all doing. Okay, modern teaching is all about that. Can teachers increase learners' involvement and participation? And how can they do it? By this way. Arrange the sitting of learners in a way that enables people-to-people interaction. So pupil-to-people, peer-to-peer interaction, what you also call. Okay, arrange the setting in such a way that two children can interact with each other, that they can discuss and come out with their ideas. Give effective, clear instructions. Communication should be absolutely clear. No ifs and buts over there. Otherwise, uh, they will again have a problem. Relate materials to students' lives, experience, and current events. Yes. Don't be a monotonous teacher, reading the book or doing this or that. Discuss things about their lives, their experiences, related to the chapter that you are teaching, related to the content that you are teaching. And through that, moral values can also be given. Everything is there, but it has to be dealt in a proper way. Pace of instruction is best if it is fast. Engage students in group work and role playing as misbehavior and all those things happens because students find acting out more interesting than boring lesson. So engage students in group work and role playing as misbehavior happens. Because misbehavior often happens because if it becomes very boring, they don't want to listen. So find out, give them some acting out. They give them some special work, some interesting work, and they will convert the boring lesson into an enjoyable lesson. It happens. So here again, teachers' insight and foresight has to work. Teacher-student rapport. We discussed about this also. Some teachers tend to create a strong bond with their students, isn't it? On the expense of class control, while others do exactly the opposite. See, read this particular line. Okay. Some teachers tend to create a strong bond with their students on the expense of class control. Okay. While others do exactly the opposite. Teachers need to be patient. They need to be understanding, helpful. However, They should be strict enough, firm, and set rules and regulations that have consequences if they are violated. Sarcasm and humiliation are to be avoided. So, see, you have to have a student, we have to have a rapport with the students. That's important, that's needed. But again, don't cross a limit. Don't become a friend of the student. At the expense of the class control, if you try to create a strong bond for something else outside the school, then that is not a good thing. Because we teachers have our own dignities, our own value systems, and our own moralities. Teachers, we should be patient. We have to listen to them. We have to give them time. We have to understand because teenagers, children, they have plenty of problems. If you have 40 children in your classroom, then you have 140 problems. But you have to understand them. You have to be patient. You have to listen to them, and you have to be helpful also when it is needed. However, there should be, but teachers should be strict enough, should be firm and set the rules. You are friendly? No. You have a rapport? Yes. But rule is rule. My rules are rules. And please don't humiliate any child. Don't call them by names or something like that, because that may have a very, very negative effect on the classroom management. Okay, so listen for feelings, gather information, make decision, realign with students, and a lot many things you can do. But don't be a friend of the students. Some tips for rapport building: how you can call your students by name. Yes, call your students by name. Then they will understand that my teacher remembers me. And there's a saying in English that the sweetest sound that a person wants to hear is the sound of his or her name. So if you call somebody by the name, the response that you will get from that person will be 10 times more or several folds more than by just calling him, hey, you, or you boy, or a you girl. They will never. But if you call, hey, Ravi, please come over here, or hey, Izaz, please come over here, I need to talk to you, dear. You see how positively the student will come to you. With a lot of energy, they will come to you. Repeat and paraphrase students' answers. This shows that you are attentively listening. Yes. If they talk about something, you repeat them. Use eye contact, non-verbal clues such as a nod, a facial expression to indicate that you are interested with them. Yes, tell them, yes, good, good. That's great. Beautiful, dear. Wonderful. Excellent. These will energize the students, I'll tell you, and the rapport will develop. You are students with verbal plays. Just now. Wonderful. Great. You are a star. 5 stars for you today. If you have a 5-star chocolate bar with you, give it. If not, okay, 5 stars for you, child. So this will definitely have a very strong rapport with the teachers and the student, and you will find students will listen to you. They will help you to manage class properly, and they will come out with flying colors also after the examinations. More tips on rapport building. What are the? If you are not sure of what a student is asking about, ask some questions which will help you clarify. Don't say, I don't understand what you mean. Please, never ever go in a negative way. Ask him, okay, yes, dear, I can't understand. Can you? I don't understand. Never say, I'm not able to get your question. Please, will you let me know once again, dear, so that I can help you? This is the way. Okay. Let students know you care about them by attending an outside class activity that they are in, like sporting events, play, etc. Or suppose if 5 or 6 students are discussing something, I'll not say that you will not poke, you are, it's not good to poking your nose over there, but at least, yes, dear, what's going on over here? Some discussion. Okay. Can I join with you all? Okay. Can I help you all to find a solution? And you will find they will welcome. This is how the rapport develops. But yes, caution. Never be a friend of it. Then they will not, then they will try to put their hand on your shoulder and say, okay, sir, come on, let's go and have this, that, and whatnot. Same with lady teachers also, I'll tell. Never ever be good to them, have a strong rapport, but don't be a friend of theirs. Otherwise, one day they will come and tell, okay, ma'am, come on, let's go and have a date with you. So please avoid these things. Yes, it happens sometimes. Yes, yes. I'm not joking. Yes, कभी-कभी ऐसा हो जाता है. प्लीज इससे थोड़ा दूर में हमको रहने पड़ता है ना. These are the different classroom sitting. The horseshoe one, Classroom setting, arrangement setting. The choice of sitting depends on the number of class members. Okay, activities to be tackled at the level of learners. What type of learners you have, how many children you have, and what type of activities you want to. According to that, you can customize the classroom, customize the setting, and you can go for that. Okay, like horseshoe one, circular one. Circular one is difficult. I will never go for that. Shape in rows. Okay. Classroom decoration, decorating classroom walls with posters, magazines is very much beneficial. Okay, the more colorful it is, more it will become an informative classroom with a lot of information all around. One simple example I'll give you. You have the four walls of the classroom, respected teachers. On the four walls, just make four frames. Okay, simple frames, not very high-fi frames. And every day, the subject teachers, the number of subject teachers who are teaching, that you can divide your days according to that, and every day put something over there on those frames, maybe a word, maybe a photograph, maybe a puzzle, and don't tell the students anything, don't tell them anything, no, just leave it like this. I guarantee you at the end of the day or sometime the students will come to you. At least if you have 40 children in your classroom, at least 5 to 10 will come and tell they will ask you, ma'am, there's a particular word over there. What is the meaning of that word? I don't know. Or somebody will come and say, oh, you have given the photograph of that particular sports person. No, I think that is Pelé, the Brazilian legend. I expect, I am guessing. Is it correct? If 10 students come and ask you these types of things, no, your classroom work, your classroom management, your teaching, your purpose is successful. Do it. Classroom lighting and ventilation. Yes. Often students come and complain, no, sir, there's not a bulb in the classroom. This one, the light is not coming. Please, the more air will be there in the classroom, more light will be in the classroom, more vibrant will be the classroom. And students will learn. Because at the end of the day, what we need? Students learning. Creating a positive class atmosphere. Maintain a safe and secure class atmosphere. Students should find that, no, we are under the guidance of a great teacher who is always there for us. Use games and activate activities. With the teaching, you can use different types of games and all. With mathematics, with social studies, with science. Relate activities to people's interests and needs. Okay. Sometimes, see, the boys and girls, they are all growing. But sometimes, we have to talk in such a way that they find it interesting. A very common one is that chemistry, that particular part of the chemistry chapter where all the atoms want to become, they either by gaining electrons or losing electrons, they all want to become inert gases. They all want to settle down. They all want to become inert gases in that one, that stable compounds. They all want to become stable elements. We say no. So we say that no, in life also, we all want to become a staff after doing a lot of experiments here and there. We also want to become stable. We want to settle down, have family and all. So like that, the same is with the atoms also. They also want to become stable. They don't want to become free radicals and move here and there. Okay, all the time. And you will find the students will love this and they will understand it. Okay, this is the way we have to make it. Okay, there are plenty of like this is there. Okay, so learners, you care, interest, and support and love. Yes. Teacher wins a supporter, a facilitator, somebody who will love the children and do anything for the children. Minimize fear and stress. Don't become a demon to your teachers. In our time, we used to have some teachers who were so scary that we used to feel how this teacher's class will end. Please don't be like that. Don't create any stress. Otherwise, it will not yield positive results. Set high expectations of all your students. Yes. Tell your students, you can do this. You have the quality, dear. You have the power, dear. You can do it. I am there with you. You just go forward. These types of atmosphere you have to create. Okay. Some tasks I'm giving. Let me see how quickly you can do it. We still have another 5 to 7 minutes. Classify the following factors into factors which you can control or improve and those which you can't control. Classroom layout. Can you control it? Yes or no? Please let me know in the chat boxes. Can you change it? Can you change the classroom layout? Yes, Juhi madam is very active. 5 stars for Juhi madam today. Learners' natural abilities. Can you do for it? Yes, you can. Lesson content, can you prepare it? Is it under your control? Yes, yes. Vijay Kumar sir says yes. Motivation, can you motivate the children? Oh, yes, definitely. Can you use your previous experience and make the classroom more effective? Yes, you can. Classroom size and furniture. Can you bring a change to this? No, yes. Vijay Kumar sir says, thank you, Vijay Kumar sir. You're the first man to give this answer. Mukesh Kumar sir says, no. Involving learners in activities. Can you involve the learners in activity number 7? Can you do it? Yes, 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 yes. Fairness. Can you be fair enough in the classroom? Oh, yes, definitely. Outside noise. Can you control the outside noise? Yes, you can. You will go out of the class. You tell the others not to shout. That's all. Mutual respect. Can you do for that? Respected teachers. Can you go for a mutual respect with each other? Oh, yes, definitely. Classroom rules you can make. Classroom dynamics you can make. Time of lesson also you can prepare. So most of the things are yes, 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 except a few which we cannot, like we cannot change the classroom size. We cannot change the classroom furniture. Rest of the things we can do. And we teachers, group dynamics means working together. Moving here, moving there. Okay, that is what is group dynamics. So good classroom management is also an important factor relating to dealing with the disruptive behavior also. Okay, now we'll come to the disruptive behavior. Some of the problems are also there in the classrooms. Okay, what are those disruptive behaviors? Examples of disruptive behaviors. Clowning. Some fellows are always there in the classroom. They act like clowns, like jokers, just to get attention. But we have to control. We just cannot let that fellow go on clowning throughout the school life. So give him one private warning first. Hold a private meeting. Don't bring the child in front of everybody and say, because that may hurt the sentiment of the child, and then discuss some alternative methods to gain class attention. Tell him to do something different. Refusal. Some are there who will always refuse to take part in activities, to submit their notebooks, to study them. Okay, refusing to attempt a written assignment, very common. Offer help to the student, show a caring attitude. If a student is not ready to submit the homework or not ready to do a written assignment, ask the student, what is the problem? Try to find out the reasons for his misbehavior. He might be having troubles or some kind of disabilities. You may be some of them may not be very good ones to draw diagrams. You have asked for a assignment where diagrams are needed, and you'll find that this boy is or this girl is always uh, dodging you. Try to find out why he or she is dodging you. Is there a limitation with that person? If that is, help them out. Hyperactivity, moving all the time, not being able to come. Some fellows are always hyperactive. Very true, no? Whenever I want to go to the washroom, unless I want to, the teacher is calling me. Show care and passion to them and ask them. Try to find out why they are like it. Praise acceptable behavior and ignore the unacceptable ones. Okay, ask them why they are like this. Assign some responsibility that use his hyperactivity. If this fellow, okay, give him some activity, and slowly you find that your work is also done, and after some time he will come back. Thank you, Vijay Kumar sir. Give them some project, mention a problem that might face you in the classroom and suggest possible classroom management strategies that can be used to solve problems. You can do it later. Okay. And you can make a project work over here. So this is all about our classroom management within 1 hour. A few basic things. Okay, it has been customized for you. This particular training program was used during the pandemic time when I was doing this from the online from COE Patna. So this was a lot of acceptance was there for this particular training program. See, classroom management is something which you cannot go in 1 hour like this. We have just seen the superficial. We are seeing it. Okay, we can do a lot of activities. We can do a lot of good work and make classroom management something a very happening training program. If we ever get a chance, if Madam or Himanshu sir ever give me a chance to go to Patna, definitely we can have a 2-day complete session on classroom management with all aspects of classroom management. Thank you, respected teachers, to be with me and listening to all those stuff. Thank you all. Thank you. Juhi Madam is today. Juhi Madam is the most active. After that, sir is also there. Okay, they are very active participants. And if you want to write to me, if you want to talk to me, if you want to add something for this training program to make it much better for the next one, then please do be in touch with me through these phone numbers 9475029613, 8250030091, or you can write to me at jeetsen.senwar@gmail.com. And I always read your mails. I get plenty of mails from all across the country. I read them. I try to answer as many as possible. And you are most welcome to call me till 8:30. After 8:30, for God's sake, don't call me because blah, 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 blah. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of classroom management. Uh, Now directly to our Himanshu sir and Radhika ma'am. Thank you, Tripti madam. Thank you so much.
Manshu, sir. Thank you, sir. This was wonderful sessions, and I'm sure I know that as you also said, it's a vast course, but you tried.
Yes.
You because it's all more into activities based, so that what is lesson plan, how to make lesson plan. I'm sure you can
Yes.
also take it offline. It would be amazing. It would have been amazing session. Now, Himanshu, sir, if you are in the hello, can you hear me, sir? I think he is out of network connection. So thank you very much, Surajit sir. It was
Thank you
really
very much,
wonderful
Radhika ma'am. Thank you
session,
very much.
and I'm also sure that the maybe many of us were feeling that how to make the what is the importance of the lesson plan, how to make a creative lesson plan,
Right,
how
right.
to make the group. There's many the classroom
Not many
management is
questions. Okay.
it's a
Yes.
very vast. So
Mm.
I'm sure you will take more sessions of particular segment wise,
Sure,
so
sure,
that
sure,
we
sure.
can apart from the
Definitely,
activities,
definitely.
at least 2-3 hours, if we'll get it, we can go ahead with the different types of the what are the main things, how the NEP or NCFs covered required the covering,
Right.
what are the points to be covered in the lesson plan, what are the points, and wonderful session you did it. On
Thank you, ma'am.
behalf of
Thank
the
you.
Arivanda Sahodaya School Complex, I extend my heartfelt thanks to you. Now,
Thank
thank
you.
you, sir. Now over to the participants.
Okay, if
Participants,
anybody has
please.
any question to ask.
There already are. Any questions, please? You can write it in the chat box. I will take the question.
Yes, yes, yes. Sure, sir.
Sir, again. Now over to Himanshu, sir.
Thank you
Training
so much.
coordinator and treasurer officer. Over to sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So again, a wonderful session conducted by Surjit sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much,
Thank you.
Surjit sir. A very, say, we were very apprehended that how this classroom management will be done in an hour. So I'll request you to please be with us and continue
Definitely,
the
sir.
training.
Definitely. Yeah. Sir, whenever you are, we will call me. I will be always with you, sir. Because
So
I
now,
will, I don't have the power to say no to you, sir. I have lost. I never had that power, and I will never have that power also in future.
thank you so much, sir. So the participants are requested to mark their attendance within the time. And there is, I think we'll be announcing from the next day onwards, the online sessions will be done instead of 4:30 to 5:30, 5 to 6.
Right, sir. Okay, sir. Right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Surjit sir, once again.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Radhika ma'am, and all the Aryavata Sahodaya members, our training deputy coordinator, Simple ma'am, and the vice president, founder chairman, founder president, sir. So thank you, one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.